Hello friends, welcome to our channel Saha Computer Education Center. I am Manoj Saha and today I will be explaining you how to create an advanced attendance sheet based on date, time, hours and overtime in Excel. One of my viewer, Mr. George from Greece, asked me to do this and I have successfully created that Excel file. So first I will show you how this file works. So this is form sheet. In this form sheet you have to enter the employee name, then workplace and the date in which the attendance will be done. After that you have to give the in time of employees and then out time for the employees. Then you have to click the submit button here. Then total data will be copied to this sheet after the last date. After that this sheet will be completely cleared. Data will be added here. Here we can see the result for those datas as we select date range, that is from and to, and after that you have to select the employee name, workplace, and total working hour, overtime and amount will be automatically calculated. After that you can create the pay slip here. So now we will start with this. So in the form I have already entered some data. Now I will click the submit button. So you can see that it is completely been cleared and the data has been saved here. So as the data is saved here, you can see that here it is given the in times and out times. The total hours is automatically calculated here and the normal working hour is 6 hours if the total hour is more than 6 hours, because here we have given 6 hours as normal working hour. And after that the overtime is calculated here automatically and the amount also calculated based on the rates of normal working hour rate and overtime working hour rate. So in result sheet, as we select the employee name, we can see here that George has worked for 16 hours, 12 hour normal working hour and overtime is 4 hours. But here George has worked for here in place 1 and I am changing this to workplace 2. Then also it is showing 16 hours and 12 hours. But as we select here workplace 1, it will show only the total work time of workplace 1 for George. And if we select workplace 2, it will show the total working hour for workplace 2. So in this way file will work. And in payslip, first we have to select the name of the employee. Suppose I take Adrian and give the date of today 23rd March 2020. Then we select the date range from 21st 3rd to 23rd March 2020 and we get the standard working hour, standard rates and standard pay. So it is giving hash because it will take more place. So now we can see that it is given here. Adrian worked for 12 hours and total rate is 250 for standard working hours and the rate is 3000. And overtime he has worked 5 hours 40 minutes and the overtime rate is 300 and the overtime payment is, we have to increase the column width. So you can see here it is 1700. And if we need to add some extra bonus to the employee, we can give here the bonus amount. And also if you need any extra amount to be added, so this column is given for extra, you can rename this column name and use it here. If you give here suppose rupees 500, then all this amount 3000, this is the gross total, and then overtime, and this is bonus, and this is extra. So total is 7200. So in this way this file will work. So now we will see how to make this file. If you are new to our channel, I request you to subscribe our channel to support us and motivate us to make more useful videos for you. And if you have any new problem or Excel file that you want to build for your work, you can send me to my mail address. I will try to solve them for you. My mail address is given in the description box. So let's begin this tutorial. So I am creating this file from the scratch. So I have taken a fresh new workbook. I will start with here. First I will create the setting sheet. So rename this sheet as settings. Then I will create a employee name list and workplace list. So employee name, then here workplace. So here suppose I am giving the names. So I have given up to this employee name. You can add more employee name here. Now I will give here workplace name. So I will not enter any workplace name. So I'll give like this: workplace 1, 2, 3, workplace 1. So I will drag this up to here. So workplace 7. So now I will create a name range for this employee name and workplace. So you can make a static list or a dynamic list. But I like to make a dynamic list because I can add more names here or more workplace here. So it will be better to make a dynamic list for a dynamic name range for this list. So first go to formula, name manager, then click new. First here type name of this sheet, settings employee list. Employee list. Then here equal to offset bracket open, first cell comma, one cell down, 0 cell on the right to go. Then total number of rows will be count A, that means count A for this column. Then bracket close -1, then width will be 1. So bracket close now. Okay, you can see here the new list. If I add new employee list here, this will be also be added to this range. Now I will create another list, settings workplace list. Here refers equal to offset bracket open, first cell comma, one cell down to go and 0 cell to the right. Number of height, row height will be equal to count A bracket open, select this column, bracket close -1 to subtract the heading, comma, width will be 1, bracket close. Okay, so this is the workplace list. So if we add new name, suppose here I am adding Ankush Roy, and in workplace I am adding another workplace. So if I go to name manager and select the employee list, you can see this is also selected, and for workplace this is also selected. So I have already created this two list. Now I will take a new sheet and rename it as form. Now we will create a form here. So first we have to select the cells from A to E and merge them, and write here your organization name. Attendance, sheet on hourly and overtime basis. So first So we have created this little formatting. So now we will give here a list for employee names and workplace. So select the cells up to which you want to make the form. So I have selected these cells, and now go to data, then data validation. Here you have to select list. After that, in source you can type the range of the employee list, or you can press F3 and click the employee list name range and then click OK, then press here OK. You can see here the name range is created. It's up to 31. So the list for drop down list for employee name has been created. Now we will create the drop down list for workplace. So again, go to data validation, list, and then in source, click in source box and then press F3 and select the workplace list. Click OK. Now our drop down list for workplace and employee name is created. So now we will create the data sheet where all the data from this form sheet to the data sheet will be transferred. So here we took a new sheet and rename it as data. Now here we will make another formatting for the data sheet. It will be like this: employee name, workplace, in time, out time, total hours, and overtime and amount. So I hope you can create this table easily. So I am not showing this table, how to create this table. I am just skipping this part. So I have created this format in my new sheet. So now we will place here the formats one by one. So first we will give here the normal working hour time and the rates. So normal working hour is 6 hours and normal working hour rate is 250 and overtime rate is rupees 300. So we will give it a format, currency format, 6 hours. Then now we will calculate out time minus in time will be the total hour. So our formula will be equal to mod number will be out time, so it will within first bracket. So first bracket out time minus in time, bracket close, this will be the number, and then comma divided by 1, bracket close. We got 0 because here is no in time and out time. Suppose our in time is 10 AM and out time is 6 PM. So we can see here the difference between these two times. So it is giving the in decimal format. So we have to format it like this way: format cell, custom, we have to put here H:MM. So we can see here it is giving 8 hours. So now we will calculate total normal working hour. So we know that our normal working hour is 6. So if this is greater than 6, then our normal hour will be full 6 hour, and then we will calculate the overtime. And if this is 4 or 2, then the working hour, normal working hour will be the same. So here you will write equal to, if this cell is greater than this cell. This cell should be locked because we will drag the formula down so that this cell doesn't move, comma, if this cell is greater than this cell, the value will be, if the value will be true, then we will get this value, comma, otherwise if value will be false, then we will get this value, bracket close, enter. So here also we get in decimal, so format custom h:mm. Okay, so we got 6 hour normal working hour. So if it is 2 hour, suppose 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So total hour is 3 hour, then the normal working hour will be 3. So what will be the overtime? So equal to, if this cell is greater than this cell, then the overtime will be this cell minus this cell, otherwise 0. So if this cell is greater than this cell, then log this cell, then our value will be this cell minus this cell, log it, otherwise 0, bracket close, enter. So we got here 0 because our normal total work hour is less than 6 hours. So let's see here, we again give 6 p.m. So we got total work hour 8 hours, normal working hour is 6 hour, and overtime it is showing in decimal. We have to format it h:mm. So it is 2 hours. So how much amount will he get if his total working hour is 8 hour? Within that, normal working hour is 6 and overtime is 2 hours. So equal to this cell into normal working hour rate, press F4, into overtime into this one. So here we have to give one plus symbol because this is a normal working hour. So normal working hour into rate. So normal working hour into rate plus overtime into overtime rate. But if we give, press enter, we see it is 1562 rupees 50 paise. This is completely wrong result. Suppose if we give here 1 p.m. see, it is giving 0, completely wrong. The amount will be equal to this cell into this cell, and this should be locked with F4 and put them within bracket, and it should be multiplied by 24, then plus this cell into this cell, again this both cell, this should be locked, this both cells should be within bracket, then into 24. Then you can see the results. Oh sorry, there is some mistake. The bracket will be here. So now you can see it is 3800, and we will check with currency. So now 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. the total hour is 8 hours. Normal working hour is 6, so it is showing 6, and overtime is 2 hours, so it is showing 3800. And if it out time is 1 p.m. then total work hour is 3, working hour is 3, and overtime is 0, and total amount is 1650. I think I am making some mistake. Let's see it again. F7 into I4 into 24. G7, it will be this one, G7, and this G7 will be overtime. Now it's okay. So 6 p.m. is 2100, 8 hours, 6 hours. So now it's perfectly okay. So I am deleting this in time and out time. We can see here is some values. So if there is no in time and out time, I don't want any values. So I will put some extra formula here. I'll put if this cell equal to blank, then we want a blank result. Otherwise, this one, bracket, close, enter. So we got the blank here because out time is not there. And now I also want here the same way. So if out time is equal to blank, then blank, otherwise this one. So again bracket close, and these two values are giving errors. So here I will put error formula. If error, go to the end, bracket close, give two double inverted comma, that is blank. We got here blank. Then again here, if error, go at the end, comma, bracket close, enter. It is giving some error. Here is the error. Give a bracket here. So now we are getting all error. But we must put 0 on the first row, because while we will work on VBA code, we must leave this row. So now it's time to pull the data from here to this data sheet. So it will be done by macro. So I have already created a submit button. So here is my submit button. I have already created it. Now I want to create a VBA macro. So I have already created it, and we will just here copy and paste them. So first go to developer, then go to Visual Basic, then click insert module. Now open the VBA code. So this is my code. You can get it from the description box. The link is given there. So first select it, then copy. After that, go to this code and edit, paste. Yeah, paste it here. So the code says that sheet form dot select. That means this form sheet will be selected first. Then range A6 select. Then this cell will be selected. After that, range selection end Excel down dot select. That means it will go to last row up to which there is data. After that, range selection select Excel to right. That means it will go to the right up to which the data is given. Then selection dot copy. After the selection, it will copy. Then sheet data select. Then it will come to this sheet. This sheet will be selected, and here range A6 dot select. Then it will select A6, this cell, and then it will go to selection end Excel down dot select. That means it will go to the last row after which the data is given. So here data is given this cell, so it will come to this cell. After that, active cell offset 1, 0 range A1 dot select. That means 1 is row, 0 is column. So it will go 1 row down, 0 column to the right. So it will not come this side, it will just come here. And then active sheet dot paste. Then the value which I have copied from here, it will be pasted to this cell. That means it will paste up to this out time. After that, sheets dot form dot select. Then it will again go to form sheet, and the will be cleared. That means it will delete all the value from the cells. After that, range A6 dot select. Then it will again select the A6 cell. This is the meaning of this code. So now I will assign the code. So now click submit, then OK. So I have already, you can see that submit button have link, so it is showing hand icon. Now I will do some entry in here. Now I want this data to be submitted in datasheet. So I submit this. It is giving error. So let's delete this one. I think this is making error. submit. We can see here this is deleted and it is copied here, and this one is not calculating automatic because we have not dragged this formula. So I select them and drag to up to the extent you want. Suppose I am now I am extending up to 500 rows. So this is done. Now again on next day, suppose I am doing entry so now I again want to submit it. Here will be 30. So we can see that this data will be copied below this one. So submit. Then you can see that this is copied below this 2 row. So and it is calculated automatically. You can see here. So in this way you can copy the data from form sheet to data sheet. Now we will create the result sheet. So to create the result sheet, take a new worksheet and rename it as a result. Then create a table for the result like this. Without wasting the time, I have already created. You can create it very easily. This is a very easy format. So now first thing we have to do is we have to create a drop down list for employee name and workplace. So I am selecting this one up to row 15, then data validation, select here list, then press F3 in the source employee list. Okay, and again select this one for workplace, data validation, list, in source press F3 to get the name range, workplace. Okay, so we got the workplace, we got the names, we got the workplace. So now we have to fetch, suppose I am taking Manoj Saha and workplace is 1. So my date range from 23rd March 2020 to 24th March 2020. So now I want to fetch data from 23rd March to 24th March of Manoj Saha worked in plus 1. So to do this I have to give here formulas and fetch the data from this data tab. Here I will get the total work, normal working hour, overtime and the amount that I need here, total hour, total working hour, overtime and amount. But I have to filter that this is Manoj Saha and workplace 1. So first I have to create a dynamic range for employee name in data tab, data sheet, then workplace range in data sheet, then date range in data sheet, after that total hour range, working hour range, overtime range and amount range. So to do this I have to go to formula, then name manager. So you have to make a dynamic range because data will increase day by day here. So for that you have to create from name manager. Click new, then write here data underscore employee name, and here you have to use offset formula equal to offset bracket open, first cell will be this one, comma, you have to go 2 cell down, we have to take from here. You can also take from here. So if you want to take from here, you will give 1 row down, then it will not go to right, so 0. Then row width will be, you have to select this, that is A1, delete I1, you have to give here $A. So $A to $A. Before that you have to give a count A bracket open, and after that here close the bracket, then minus. So we'll for counting we'll get here 1, 2, 3, So minus 3 comma width will be 1 column. So 1 bracket close. Okay. So now click here. You can see that we got the name range for employees. Now we'll create name range for workplace. In the same way, data workplace equal to offset bracket open this cell comma 1 comma 0 comma count A bracket open dollar, this is B column, so dollar B colon dollar B bracket close minus 3 comma 1 bracket close. Okay, now select this one. You can see here it is taking these two cells. So to increase, it is not counting this one and this one, so you have to give here 1, then it's working. Now again for date range, new data underscore date equal to offset bracket open this cell comma 1 comma 0 comma count A bracket open dollar C colon, then again new. Now we will do for total hours, data total hours equal to offset bracket open this cell comma 1 comma 0 comma count A bracket open, this is F column, so dollar F colon dollar F bracket close minus 1 comma 1 bracket close. Okay, it's taking too long. This is taking so long because there are some formulas here, so it is taking complete up to how many cells you have taken down. Let's see it will be working or not, I don't know. Hope it will work. New data underscore working hour equal to offset bracket open this cell comma 1 comma 0 comma count A bracket open dollar G colon dollar G bracket close minus 1 comma 1 bracket close. Okay, it's also taking the same way. New data overtime equal to offset bracket open this cell comma 1 comma 0 comma count A bracket open dollar H dollar colon dollar H bracket close minus 1 comma 1 bracket close. Okay, it will also take the same way. Again new data amount equal to offset bracket open this cell comma 1 comma 0 comma count, here I am trying, so minus 2 bracket close, sorry, comma 1 bracket close. Okay, there is some error, dollar I, this will be dollar I. Okay, so it's giving perfectly correct. So I have to change these things also over time. So I'll give A count A is no, I don't need because there is no numbers here. Same way this one, but there is one number, so here there will be -1. This is working hour. Delete this one. Yes, it is okay. Now total hour. For total hour also same thing we will do. It's working fine. Now everything is working well. All the offset is done correctly. So all the dynamic range I have made. So now we will give the formula to fetch total working hours of Manoj Saha from workplace 1 within 23rd March to 24th March from the datasheet. So to get this sum, we have to use equal to sum if s. Sum if s because this will filter all the criteria, that is employee name, workplace and this date range. So what will be our sum range? Our sum range will be the total hours from the datasheet. So give here the range data and this will be total working hours we have created. So next criteria range 1. So our first criteria range is employee name. So again data, employee name and criteria will be this cell. Then our next criteria range is our workplace. So again type data, this is workplace data range from datasheet. Then now give the criteria, this is our criteria. After that we have to get the date range criteria. So first give the range, that is date, then criteria will be greater than equal to this cell and this cell must be locked, then comma and this greater than and equal to will be within inverted comma and give and. After that we will give criteria for this cell. So our criteria range will be again same data date and criteria will be less than, within double quotation, less than equal to and this cell. Now all the criteria has been given, bracket close, enter. We get here 0.3333 like this way. So this is in decimal format, so we have to do it in our format. So right click, format cell, go to custom, type here h:mm. Okay, then we can see here 8 hour, total working hour is 8 for this date range. So let's go to data. Here Manoj Saha in workplace 1, we can see here this total working hour is 8 and it is workplace 2, so it is giving, it is not filtering this one, it is only filtering this one because it is matching with the date range and the workplace. So if we delete this workplace, then we can see here 0. So when we delete this workplace, we are getting 0. But Manoj Saha actually worked here 8 hours and here 9 hours. The total working hour should be 17 if we do not give the workplace. But when we delete the workplace, we see here 0. So we have to add some few formulas more. So what is the formula? So here we have to add if this cell not equal to blank, comma, there should be and formula, and because we need to confirm that both the cell are not blank, so we use and. If not equal to blank, comma, this cell not equal to blank, and if this logic is true, then we will get this formula. Otherwise, if the value is false, then we will get, we have to give another formula leaving this workplace. So sum if s, and sum range will be work hour, total work hour. So data total hours, comma, our criteria range will be employee name. So our criteria range will be data employee name, comma, criteria will be this cell, comma, we will leave this workplace. So here now we will do this one. So our next criteria range will be data date, comma, within double quotation greater than equal to, and this cell, and the last criteria will be this one. So the range will be same, data date, comma, within double quotation less than equal to, and this cell, then bracket, enter. So we can see here it is now showing 17 because it is not filtering the workplace. So if we give here workplace 1, it will give 8. If we give workplace 2, it's giving 9, and if we delete this one, it will give the total of 17 hours. So if there is no value in employee name, it is giving 0, and if there is no value in date, it is then also giving 0. But we want, if this cell or this cell is blank, it will give a blank result. So we'll give some extra formula here again. If or bracket open, this cell equal to blank, comma, this cell equal to blank, then we'll bracket close or bracket close, comma, then we will get blank result, otherwise this one. So press enter, we are getting 17. When we delete this one, we get blank, and again if we delete this one, then also we are getting blank. So if we change the employee name, then also the value is changing. So now in the same way we will do these three formulas. So equal to, if or this cell equal to blank, again this cell equal to blank, then we will get blank result. Otherwise, again if formula start, if this cell not equal to blank, here we have to use AND formula, and A7 not equal to blank, comma, D5 not equal to blank, then we will give sum if s, the sum range will be working out, the criteria will be this cell A7, comma, second criteria range will be workplace. So data workplace, comma, criteria will be this cell, then comma, third range will be date. So data date, comma, and the criteria will be, third criteria will be within double quotation greater than equal to, and this cell, comma, then the fourth range will be again same, data date, comma, and the criteria will be within double quotation less than equal to, and this cell. Then this logic is complete. After that, if value is false, then we will give again sum if formula, that is if workplace is not given, then how it will work. then we will skip this workplace in this formula. So sum if s, sum range is data working hours, comma, criteria range will be employee name. So data employee name and criteria will be A7, comma, now this to date range, then data date, comma, we can also copy this from here, you can also copy this one, copy and paste it here because it is same thing. Now we have to close the bracket of if, yes, and enter. So here we are getting 0. So let's give here workplace 1, it is giving 2.5. So let's format this cell first, custom age okay. So we are getting here total hour is 6 hour, and if we delete this we are getting here 0, but actually here the formula the result should be 12 hours because here is 6 hour and here is 6 hour, so we should get here 12 hours if we skip this one. So let's see here, something is wrong maybe. So here is the mistake, this cell will be not D5, this cell will be this one. So this is the first mistake, and the next mistake are we have to lock this cell and this cell. So D5 should be locked, press F4 for that, and then E5, D5, D5, E5. We have locked all those D5 and E5, then enter. We got here 12 hour total working hour if there is no workplace, and if there is workplace 1 6 and workplace 2 also 6. Now we will give formula to overtime. The formula are same, only the sum range will be changed in case of sum if s. So equal to if or this cell equal to blank or this cell F4 to lock it equal to blank, then we will get blank result. So for blank result we give double quotation. Next, again for if the value is false, then again if this cell not equal to blank, sorry, here we have to put AND formula to check that both are not blank, comma, this cell not equal to blank, there will be no equal to, yes, so bracket close. If this is true, then we will give sum if s, sum if s, our sum range will be overtime. So data overtime, comma, our criteria range will be employee name. So data employee name, comma, criteria will be this one, comma. Now our next criteria will be workplace. So data workplace, comma, criteria will be workplace 2, comma, next criteria range will be these two dates. So data date, comma, within double quotation greater than equal to and this cell, and this cell should be locked with F4, comma, next data range is data date, comma, within double inverted double quotation less than equal to and this cell, bracket close. Then all the formulas are given. Now for the false, we can copy this formula and remove the workplace. So we have copied it. Now remove the workplace. This is overtime, then employee name and the dates. Then we have to close the brackets of if. Enter. We got 0.125. right click, format cell, custom age okay. So it's 3 hour. In workplace 2, Monu Saha has 3 hour of overtime. Let's see. For workplace 2, Monu Saha has 3 hours overtime, and in workplace 1 there is 2 hours overtime. If we place here 1, we got 2, and if we delete this one, we got total of 5 hours. Now we will get the total amount. So equal to, same way, if this cell equal to or this cell equal to blank, comma, this cell lock it equal to blank, then we will blank result. Otherwise, again, if this cell not equal to blank, comma, here will be and this cell not equal to blank, complete it, and if the result of AND formula is true, then we will get the sum of the total amount for this criterion. Sum, if S, sum range will be amount, so data amount, comma, criteria range 1, that is employee name, data employee name, comma, criteria will be this one, comma, now for workplace, data workplace, comma, criteria is this one, then comma, now this two data range, data date, comma, within double inverted quotation, greater than equal to, and this cell lock it with F4, comma, then again the data range, data, comma, within double quotation, less than equal to, and this cell again lock it with F4, bracket close. Sum if is complete. Now, comma, if the value is false, so again we have to give sum if formula, but we have to keep this workplace only. So we can copy this formula, leaving this comma, copy. You can press Ctrl C for copy and click here, and then Ctrl V for paste. Now we have to delete this workplace. So up to this comma, delete. Now we got the sum if the sum range is data amount, then criteria range 1 is data employee name, and for A7 this one we skip the workplace, then we go to date greater than equal to this cell and less than equal to this cell. Then we have to close the brackets of if, enter. We got total 2100. So we can format it with currency. So now if you delete this one, you get the total amount of both workplace, and if you give workplace 2, you will get of the value of workplace 2, and if you give workplace 1, you will give workplace 1. So, and if you also change the date from 24th to 23rd March 2020, then you will get only the results for this cells, not this one. And if you want to get the 24 20 24 20, sorry, 3. So we are not getting any result. Here we can see here 24th there is only workplace 2, there is no workplace 1, so it is giving 0. So let's give here again 23rd March 2020. Now we got the value of Manoj Saha. Now we can drag this formula up to which you want. I am giving up to row number 100, and here if we give here next, we are getting the values. Total working hours we are giving 0 because here maybe some formula error. Let's see. Yes, this has been changed. So go to here, we have to log this one D5, here D5, E5, this one. Yes, we have logged everything. Now drag it. Now we are getting fine. This one, okay, working well. This one is also here. It is changed. So we have to again log for E5 here. By E5 lock here. Yes, now you can drag it. Yes, it's working well now. And let's see this one, all cells are intact. Okay, now we have done with results. Now we will create payslip for the employees. So we have to take a new sheet here and rename it as payslip. Now we have to create a payslip like this format. This is a very easy format. You can create it by yourself. I am not showing how to create this table. So I will copy this to my new sheet. So we have created this format. I have just copied it. First I have to create a drop down list for the employees. So first click here and then go to data validation. Here list, and in source press F3 and select settings employee list. Okay, now you can get the list here easily. So I am taking Manoj Saha, and here you can give the date, suppose 24/3/2020, and now you can select the dates one by one or at a time, weekly basis, anything. Suppose I am taking 23rd 2020 to 23rd 2020. Now what is the standard work time of Manoj Saha between these two dates? So as we have done the formula here, same thing we have to do it in payslip, standard work hour. So for standard work hour we have given the formula this one. So the same way, so formula will be equal to, if this cell equal to blank, then the result will show blank result. Then if the value is false, then we will do sum if s, sum range will be working hours, total hours, sorry, it will be total hours, comma, criteria range, first criteria range will be F3 employee name, data employee name, this one lock it with F4, then comma, next criteria will be this one, so its criteria range will be date data, comma, within inverted comma, greater than equal to this cell, comma, criteria range 3 will be again same, F3 date, comma, less than equal to this cell, then close the bracket of sum if, and then last with if bracket, then enter. So here we have to give 23rd, so we are getting this one. Now I have to format it, format cell, custom format H:MM. Okay, now standard rate. So in standard rate equal to, if this cell is blank, equal to blank, so lock it with F4, this cell is blank, then will get blank result. Otherwise, it will fetch the rate from date sheet this cell and lock it with again with F4. Enter. So we got 250, and the standard pay will be equal to bracket open this cell into this cell, bracket close into 24. So the format are different. So first I am giving the format for this one currency. This one will also be currency format. So rupees 2000, 8 hours into 250, 2000. Now for overtime, equal to, if this value equal to blank, then we'll get blank result. Otherwise, same as standard hour, sum if s bracket open, sum if s, sum range will be overtime. So F3, this is overtime, comma, first range is employee name. So press F3, employee name, comma, this cell, lock it. Then comma, second criteria range is date. So F3, date, okay, comma, greater than equal to this cell, comma, again range this one, comma, less than equal to this cell, bracket close for sum if and bracket close for if. Then press enter, and now the rate will be equal to, if this cell equal to blank, then we will get blank result. Otherwise, we will fetch a data from data sheet, this one, press F4, press enter, we got rupees 30. Now the pay will be equal to, within bracket, this into this, bracket close, into 24. So it is 600. So now see how many hours it is for in general format. So we have to do hour format. So go to format cell, custom, hour, colon, okay. So 2 hours, 300. So this will be currency, and this one will also be currency. So 2 hours, 300 per hour, 600. And bonus, there will be no formula, and in extra will be, there will be also no formula. You will do it by yourself, you will put the amount by yourself. So now we will see how is it working fine or not. Take Bonali Saha, total hour is 630 for 23rd to 23rd. Let's see, for 23rd to 23rd, Bonali Saha, 630 normal total working hour. Normal working hour is 6 hours and overtime is 3. So I have taken, I think here I have taken the formula for total hours, but it will be for working hour. So here the formula is, I have given wrong. So in place of sum range, you have to put working hour. Now it's okay, 6 hour, 250, 1500. Okay. So if I put here 24/3/2020, then we got 12 hours and overtime is 2 hour 30 minutes. See here, overtime 2 hour for Bondli Saha, overtime is 30 minute, and here it is 2 hour 30 minute, and total work 6 hour and 6 hour. So it is giving correctly. And if we again change it to Manoj Saha, we can see here total 12 hour and overtime is 5 hour. Now you can give here bonus, suppose 2000. You can format this also as currency, and now drag these formulas till the end, and we can see here we are getting some error values. So why this is giving error value? We have not logged this one. Now it is giving correctly locked, everything is locked. For this one I have given absolute. Okay, and this format we have also, you can give the currency format for all the cells. And now we have to do the gross total. It is very easy, you can do with sum and drag it all the way, and we have got all the total. So here total hour is 12 hour works, and we don't need the total of this one, so delete it. And we have got this, but format is this. Okay, overtime is okay, we don't need this one, and sum is 150. This okay, it's okay. Now the total payable amount will be equal to this one plus this one plus this one plus this one. So total payment is 6,500. So we have created from settings to payslip everything. Let's do a little recap. First you have to create the employee list and workplace list. After that you have to create a form. There you have to do data validation for drop down list for workplace and name, employee name, and you don't have to do anything here. And you have to create a submit button and create a macro to transfer the data from here to this data sheet. And here you have to give the formulas for total working hour, overtime hour and amount. After that you have to go to result sheet, and in result sheet with the help of sum if s and if formula you have to collect the you have to sum the value based on different criteria. From here it will take the sum to this table, and after that we will do this payslip. So I hope I have successfully created this Excel workbook for Mr. George, and he will be helped by this workbook. So my viewers, if you need any help from me, then do write in comment. I will surely help you as much possible. So this is the end of this tutorial. Thank you very much for watching this video till the end. If you like this video and you are benefited by this video, please press the like button and do subscribe our channel to support us so that we can continue making this type of videos for you, and spread this video by sharing it as much as possible so that everyone can get help from this video. If you have any suggestion regarding this video to improve this file, to make it more better, you can give your suggestion. I will surely try to add this on the next video. You can write me in the comment section. I will be very glad to reply you and solve every problem as soon as possible. Thank you again. Thank you very much. Hello friends, welcome to our channel Saha Computer Education Center. I am Manoj Saha, and today I will be explaining you how to create an advanced attendance sheet based on date, time, hours and overtime in Excel. One of my viewers, Mr. George from Greece, asked me to do this, and I have successfully created that Excel file. So first I will show you how this file works. So this is form sheet. In this form sheet you have to enter the employee name, then workplace and the date in which the attendance will be done. After that you have to give the in time of employees and then out time for the employees. Then you have to click the submit button here. Then total data will be copied to this sheet after the last data. After that this sheet will be completely cleared. And as the data will be added here, here we can see the result for those datas as we select date range, that is from and to, and after that you have to select the employee name, workplace, and total working hour, overtime and amount will be automatically calculated. After that, you can create the pay slip here. So now we will start with this. So in the form, I have already entered some data. Now I will click the submit button. So you can see that it is completely been cleared and the data has been saved here. So as the data is saved here, you can see that here it is given the in times and out times. The total hours is automatically calculated here, and the normal working hour is 6 hours if the total hour is more than 6 hours, because here we have given 6 hours as normal working hour. And after that, the overtime is calculated here automatically, and the amount also calculated based on the rates of normal working hour rate and overtime working hour rate. So in result sheet, as we take the employee name, we can see here that George has worked for 16 hours, 12 hour normal working hour, and overtime is 4 hour. But here George has worked for here in place 1, and I am changing this to workplace 2. Then also it is showing 16 hours and 12 hours. But as we select here workplace 1, it will show only the total work time of workplace 1 for George. And if we select workplace 2, it will show the total working hour for workplace 2. So in this way, file will work. And in payslip, first we have to select the name of the employee. Suppose I take Adrian and give the date of today, 23rd March 2020. Then we select the date range from 21st 3rd to 23rd March 2020, and we get the standard working hour, standard rates, and standard pay. So it is giving hash because it will take more place. So now we can see that it is given here. Adrian worked for 12 hours, and total rate is 250 for standard working hours, and the rate is 3000. And overtime he has worked 5 hours 40 minutes, and the overtime rate is 300, and the overtime payment is, you can see here, it is 1700. And if we need to add some extra bonus to the employee, we can give here the bonus amount. And also if you need any extra amount to be added, so this column is given for extra, you can rename this column name and use it here. If you give here suppose rupees 500, then all this amount 3000, this is the gross total, and then overtime, and this is bonus, and this is extra. So total is 7200. So in this way this file will work. So now we will see how to make this file. If you are new to our channel, I request you to subscribe our channel to support us and motivate us to make more useful videos for you. And if you have any new problem or Excel file that you want to build for your work, you can send me to my mail address. I will try to solve them for you. My mail address is given in the description box. So let's begin this tutorial. So I am creating this file from the scratch. So I have taken a fresh new workbook. I will start with here. First I will create the setting sheet. So rename this sheet as settings. Then I will create a employee name list and workplace list. So employee name, then here workplace. So here suppose I am giving the names. So I have given up to this employee name. You can more employee name here. Now I will give here workplace name. So I will not enter any workplace name. So I'll give like this: workplace 1 2 3, workplace 1. So I will drag this up to here, so workplace 7. So now I will create a name range for this employee name and workplace. So you can make a static list or a dynamic list, but I like to make a dynamic list because I can add more names here or more workplace here. So it will be better to make a dynamic list for a dynamic name range for this list. So first go to formula, name manager, then click new. First here type name of this sheet, settings employee list. Employee list. Then here equal to first cell, comma, one cell down, 0 cell on the right to go. Then total number of rows will be count A, that means count A for this column, then bracket close -1, then width will be 1. So bracket close now. Okay, you see here the new list. If I add new employee list here, this will be also be added to this range. Now I will create another list.